Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mitt. I cover stocks, investing, and finance, and I have $25,000 invested into Palantir. We just decided on the previous video I uploaded that is going to now become a meme. Every time I do a video about Palantir, I'm going to start off the video by saying that. So today we're covering Palantir again with another unique video to give some updates. I do videos on other stocks and investments and finance stuff, just trying to understand myself on YouTube a little bit more. Just really started my channel, starting to see some growth, trying to understand it. And yeah, we're going to keep doing some more coverage on Palantir because again, I have invested $25,000. So there is a lot of money at stake, and that likely will turn into $35,000 over the next year. But anyway, let's talk about this new thing that Palantir just talked about today. They just released a press release that they are integrating, or they are creating this new software as a service called HyperAuto. Super interesesting thing. I saw this on the website today. Very excited for this. I was like, wow, this is very unique. So the sort of tagline for this is, we are going to leverage software-defined data integration to unlock data and surface insights in just hours. Again, if data is the new gold, data is the new oil, and there is a company that has the best-in-class algorithms to understand how to unlock decision-making paradigms via data for Fortune 500, Fortune 50, Fortune 100 companies, that's a big deal. And this is just another example of how they're doing it. So what they say on the website is you can empower your organization by harmonizing ERP, which is SAP and CRM, Salesforce. These are just technical terms for how organizations leverage all the stuff that they have within the business itself, with connecting it with the rest of your enterprise in just hours. Okay. So once integrated, end users from across the organization can utilize streamlined data to power custom workflows and analytics. That means people in the company can integrate what they're calling HyperAuto, which I think it's a part of Foundry, something like that, but it's just this new offering that is on top of some of the software that enables your workflow to be more efficient. It enables seamless write back, feeding operational insights back into the underlying systems to power more impact. So what does that really mean, right? They presented a case study that I want to talk about a little bit that gives people a little bit more understanding of what they're actually doing with ERP data and HyperAuto. So they had a challenge, right? And I love looking at these case studies because when you read case studies on a company, it actually gives you a better understanding of what the company does, right? Because the companies say, we do blah, 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 blah. But when they actually show you, hey, this company had a problem, we solved the problem, or this client, this consumer had a problem, we gave them this thing, it solved their problem, and it created this dynamic that facilitated a symbiotic relationship, a meaningful relationship with the consumer, the client, and the company. Then you can see what the company's value proposition actually is. So this was their challenge. They worked with a global energy company that used Palantir Foundry, which is their flagship software, to integrate more than 300 ERP data sets and flag attempts to buy materials that are already in inventory. So this global energy company was trying to use their Foundry software to figure out what inventory to buy and how to optimize what things to buy. With all their data in Foundry, an alerting workflow identifies surplus materials, meaning stuff they don't need, flags when material orders at one plant can be met with existing surplus elsewhere, which means, let's say you have let's say in this company, an energy shop, right? They have solar panels. So if they're making solar panels in Texas and Illinois, and they have a surplus in Texas, which means they don't need any more to order in Illinois, the software can be like, okay, you have enough in Texas, you just have to ship those to Illinois, which saves you a ton of money versus ordering more and then having a surplus for no reason. That's kind of what that means. This workflow and others allow the business to dramatically reduce inventory expenses and optimize working capital. Again, data, you've got a lot of it. You've got all these different variables from a lot of different directions. What software is going to optimize and synthesize that data to make sense of it for the average person in the business that ultimately needs to make these key decisions? You know, before Palantir, it was just some random person trying to figure out the numbers on an Excel sheet. Now with Palantir, they're like, oh, this is what I do. The software told me what to do. Makes sense to me. Within weeks of deploying Palantir ERP Suite, which is what creates the HyperAuto thing, the business identified opportunities to save over $50 million in working capital. So I don't know how much they paid for Palantir, but it was much less than 50 million, and they saved 50 million, right? Or even if it was 49 million, they saved it. The point is they're saving money, right? This is what this software can do. And I think for people who are getting confused about the software, who are confused about what the company does, again, I'm not saying you have to invest in it. This is not financial advice. This is just why I've invested $25,000 into the company, right? Why I don't care if it's down a couple bucks a day. I'm like, this is not some Dogecoin to the moon nonsense. This is actually understanding what the business does, understanding the long-term potential of it, making sure I don't make the same mistakes that I did years ago when I could have invested in these high growth tech companies at the earliest stage when they were 20, 30, 40 bucks and now they're $1,000, and making sure you don't make that mistake, right? And for me, it's a personal mistake because I had the money to invest in those companies. That's why I take this so personally. That's why I'm so happy I found a company and a stock that actually has the value proposition and trajectory that I think Palantir does. It's stuff like this that just shows me every day that this company's very likely going to go to the moon. I don't know when. That could be 10 years from now. That could be 10 months. I don't know. But there's a reason why Cathie Wood has invested $600 million. Like, there's a reason this stuff happens. It's not a lot of nonsense that's going on. So yeah, this is their HyperAuto feature. I'll leave a link to this website so you guys can get more information in the description below. Let me know what other episodes or videos you guys would like on this channel regarding Palantir and any other stocks that you would like me to cover. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.